ChatGPT just launched a new feature called Projects, and it looks like it's going to be huge for managing your chats and organizing your processes in a much better way. I'm Mark DeGrasse, and here at the AI Branding Academy, we generate tons of chats, and a lot of times it can be hard to keep them organized. Most of the time, you're just looking for the time you used it and kind of going with a date stamp in order to find the ones you did, but then you have to remember when you actually did the chat, the titles of the chats. If you're generating a whole bunch of them, you probably aren't naming them very well, so it makes it really hard to organize. Now, the Projects feature does a couple things. It actually allows you to, of course, say set a project for a specific task. Say if you're generating lots of YouTube videos, you could make sure that you use the same project in order to organize all of your YouTube descriptions. You could also use it if you're having a big ongoing project like building a book, writing a script for a movie, and building a presentation that requires a whole bunch of different chats. You could keep all of this in one area. You could also, if you are using custom GPTs, you could actually save the chats that you have from those custom GPTs into projects, which means that if you, say you have a marketing campaign GPT that generates marketing campaigns for you, you could then add that to, say, a brand file. So if you're a marketing agency, you could have a project for each one of your clients, and then you could save all of the chats that you use for that client in one place so that you keep it nice and organized. So what I'm going to do is actually show the projects feature, and then I'm going to compare it to Claude, because at the AI Branding Academy, again, we use Claude a ton, especially for long form content. And I'll show you how we use it there, which you could definitely use, in the new ChatGPT projects feature. All right, so here we are in ChatGPT, and you can see this is just a regular chat. If you want to get into projects, all you have to do is click on the sidebar, and what you'll see is this projects headline right here. And I have a project already going, so let's go and click on that. And here's the basic features. It's really, really simple to use. The instructions are what guide the entire project. So in this case, we have a framework called the GPT Craft, which is about how to make the 9 different types of GPTs that we teach at the Academy. And I just put a simple description: assist in creating instruction templates for each of the GPT Craft GPT types. The templates will allow users to build custom GPTs that fit their specific use case while also incorporating the branding. All right, so that's the instructions of how this is going to act, and you could literally just start going into the chat. You could also use, the tools like the new Canvas feature or pictures, but all of the chats get saved in here. Now, the coolest thing I think is the project files. So the project files, in this case, we have definitions for each one of these new terms that we generated. I put all of those in there so I don't have to tell each chat what these things mean. And I always say, if you don't define everything for ChatGPT, then you're getting an average answer of what that thing is every time you generate a chat. So it leads to a lot of inconsistencies. So we always like to load it up with all of our definitions so it knows what to do. So I have those loaded up. And now you can see I actually went through and did some chats and some projects, tons of fun. I can also get back into the project simply by clicking, the breadcrumbs at the top. And then I could look at the other chats. Now, let's say that you have a chat that you generate outside of this, project, but you want it inside. You could actually generate any chat. And this could be from your own custom GPTs. And you could literally just drag and drop it. So here we have, let's see, custom GPT specs overview. I think that's part of development. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it and drag it up to my projects. And now when I come in here, I'll see custom GPT specs overview. And now it's actually loaded into this. So what I could do, even if I haven't, say I'm doing a bunch, or I have a new project, I've done a bunch of chats, and now I want to get organized, you can do that. Even if you use, say, your own custom GPTs. So in this case, we have our AI marketing employee, Aiden Kant, and he's our creative director. So if I had a project for him, I could go ahead and start the project. And you'll see it appear in today. And then now I could literally take this and I could drag it into my GPT craft development project if it's relevant. So that's pretty much as simple as it gets. In terms of use, you could use this, again, long form content, organizing individual projects that have multiple chats, a million different ways to organize. Now let's go ahead and compare it to Claude's feature, which I'll pull up here. Again, they're both called projects and they both are really similar. So in this case, I have, let's look at a YouTube copywriter. And again, you could do this in ChatGPT now, where I basically have my instructions. They call them set project instructions. So it's just, again, project instructions. And here's where I put information about stuff that should be in, the copy that it generates in this case. Then I have my YouTube video description, my definitions again, and my knowledge about the Academy, which is our blueprint. And then what I did, and you can see how many videos I've already generated. I know that I could come in here, one, to get a new one. So you'll see the start of each one is write YouTube copy stuff for this. It has the instructions, so I don't need to be detailed. I load the transcription, and then now I get the content that I want, which is in this case copy for a YouTube channel. So that's just one use case, but it's very helpful because then I save a ton of time not having to reload information, reload definitions, and I get much more consistent output because of this. All right, so there you have it. Really simple tool, super helpful. A lot of people have been complaining about the ability to organize these chats. I've probably spent dozens of hours just trying to find my chats, and then or coming up with methods to save the chats. This negates all of that. Basically, just put it. It's basically a folder with instructions. Is the best way to look at it, and it's powered by that extra knowledge documentation, which is also very helpful. So if you've been frustrated with ChatGPT trying to find your chats, this is going to help out a ton. So go and try it out and let me know how it goes.